think as a project goes through its arc, it's important to sort of set up a series of conversations that you have with with each other. And after the initial design phase is complete or at least underway, you can have conversations on design aesthetic, direction, and then what the rest of the project, how that's going to sort of fold into the process. So we do like to get design sign off as early as possible, knowing that once we actually get material data, things like that, things can change. So for example, we might design charts that are extremely, great looking and they work well, but once we actually get the numbers, it might, you might find that those charts aren't the best way to represent that data. So you'd have to sort of retool and, redesign those. However, if you have a sense of, the design aesthetic, the typography, the color choices, and the overall sort of, design aesthetic, then I think that it doesn't make it as much of a challenge if that sort of stuff changes during the process.
Yeah. So the more you can get nailed down about the sort of basic look and feel of the final product in advance, the easier it is to adjust when like a table gets longer than expected, or turns out a pie chart is better than the table, that sort of thing, right?
Exactly. And also it's important to know, going back to sort of the beginning as to like what the actual final deliverable is. Projects need to be set up differently for, if they're going to be page spreads or whether they're going to be, digital, that you tend to have a little bit more flexibility when looking at a PDF versus a print piece. And again, we can talk about a little bit of that, but yeah, it's important to try and define as much of that as possible before you get too far along in the design and production process.